welcome to the hardest mod pack that we played. This is going to be a gameplay through, well, the first ever mod pack, which was a Primal Fear, and we'll go into the Omega section. So, we'll get into it, why don't we? We'll show you how much pain I went through. So this is where I started dying a lot. Um, you don't even get a couple seconds in, and lots of things happen during all this crazy stuff. So you know, it's not the greatest. So it, yeah, so we die, and then I die again, and then I died again, and then explosions in the background. You just gotta love them. It's fantastic of it, fire in the distance. Yeah. And then being chased. Yeah, and then dying. Yeah, being chased. Like bad. It's great. Constantly just going through the days. Try not to die. What level are you? I can't kill you. You're 260. But you don't fight back though. Yeah, that trike wasn't the best or the fastest, but in the end, it kind of died. It didn't last very long though. Then I tamed a Parasaur thinking it would, you know, kill stuff, but it clearly didn't. It was just angering. But I barely did anything to this guy. Like, it was crazy. Then I started getting progressive and getting hide and alpha blood and getting all the necessary things so I don't die so easily. So it was kind of great. But it wasn't as great as hearing this in your right ear the whole time. Yeah, I took this reindeer everywhere, but I kind of died during the process of this by yeah, it wasn't great. The deer died, and I go get my shit, and then I gotta explore note for some reason. But for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to go fight a boss, and in the prospect of it, I here I'll let. In the process, yeah, I got the Rudolph. It survived somehow. So that was great. And then I decided to be an idiot and took another one out, cause and then not realizing my health at the time right there. That's why I started eating. Yeah, I started immediately checking my health. But I died from this anyway, so it was crazy. Then the server crashed and rolled back when I died in a certain area. Fucking Celestial Phoenix killed us, so we had to go get our stuff. Then, for some goddamn reason, I decided to run. I wanted to get an egg collector, so I decided to run around the whole island looking for an Oviraptor, but could never find one. But I was able to find one on this island. So what my strategy was find a dodo to lay an egg for me. To realize that it's kind of rare for them to lay eggs in a you know in a public setting. So, it was very rare for me to run into any of the dodos that would lay an egg while I was taming this Oviraptor. Just know, it took me forever to find this dodo raptor, and I didn't have the mod the creature decks to help me out with this. So I was just freaking blindly trying to find this guy this whole time to be able to auto collect our eggs, so we could just go into his inventory and collect all of his shit. So that was dumb of me. And then we tamed this guy. This guy was this mercy of, you know, it was gonna help us a lot. He would destroy lots of shit and just demolish everything in his path. He was so useful. So I decided to get my whole revenge on the whole ecosystem that constantly kept on killing me. So what I did was destroy the entire swamp area. I wanted everything to die. Right, oh no, still alive. Down. But you get the gist. I went on a killing spree and killed everything in the. It was so fun just killing everything with this guy. I had a ball. He was so fun just to kill everything that just destroyed me. I just went on a rampage just killing all these guys. My arc was freezing a lot and loading in all this shit. So that's why there's like so much lag right now because it's loading everything and is trying its best to figure out what the hell's going on. So we decided to start a whole new mod pack. This one was a little bit more difficult, and I suffered way more. It was great. You had to be so careful around all these dinosaurs. It was not fun. So, you know, I just kept on getting supply drops and kept on going after what I could do. So during this new mod pack, I was not prepared for the amount of suffering I was going to endure in this mod pack. It was not fun. I had fun, but like it was just painful fun. It just constantly dying to everything. But thank God I had this newbie buff, or else, I would have died more than 10 times over. But once this newbie buff ran out, just say that, yeah, that beaver would be end of one of my future tames in the future. Yeah, that beaver would haunt me for sure. I died so many times during this searching for shit. It was not fun. I constantly kept on dying over and over. Every time I put, try to find a pair, like, this was not fun. I was going through pain and suffering like no other when I was looking through this shit. So I decided for my dumbass to start shooting these guys when we didn't have the kibble for it, and wasted a bunch of my trinks on a tame that I couldn't even get. Um, I was looking for a Bronto to be able to harvest our berries so we could get more narcotics. But in the end, I kind of just wasted a bunch of arrows on something I cannot tame. So I finally was able to get this first pterodon for myself. This is when this pterodon I knew was gonna die. Also, not only that, I kind of forgot that it's a kibble that I also don't have. So I wasted another bunch of trank arrows on another tame I couldn't even get. So that was a lot of trank arrows down the drain to tames I could get. So it is not worth showing you the failure and stupidity that I am of going and wasting so much shit on something I could not attain. The amount of times I went to go tame these Brontos and died over and over to these guys. I was so trying to figure out what kind of kibble and how much kibble it was, but these Brontos were surrounded, and the amount of times I have died, it was not worth the trouble of going all the way. I constantly kept on having to search a Bronto. I had to scroll down. I had to freaking look through all this stuff. I mean, like here, I just gonna play this like clip, and you can watch the pain and suffering I went through. So it's gonna be great, especially with the lag-inducing frames of my FPS. It's not doing too great. Yeah, it's not doing so great. But that's another deal. So yeah, let's. For some reason, I was so just stricken by how many times I died. I was just in pain, so I just decided not to talk for this whole time. So I don't know why I didn't dodge any of these guys. My dumbass decided, hey, you know what? I'll just go right through it. I saw that trike and I was like, yo, maybe I can go get that trike later on. And then when I came back, the trike was kind of dead already. I wanted to go back and get it. But you know what I decided to do to get rid of this, and then decided to jump off a cliff into more raptors. And those raptors got aggressive on me. So I had to run from like so many raptors on my ass. So I was just running, trying to bunny hop away from these guys. I was not having fun. It was disgraceful. And then like I run into more freaking guys over here. Well, I kind of died over here. So yeah, I died over there, and I died over there. I jumped off. Guess what? Angered more of the raptors, and more of the raptors were on my ass. So I had to figure out how to maneuver around them, just to be able to see how much kibble. But I was so distracted on how much
Is my name there?
like shit there was. I wasn't able to get a proper hit, and then I died.
Scared.
Oh, yes, that was my cry of pain. You can hear the pain and suffering going through my voice. And then when I tried going back to see the trike, once I thought like nothing was gonna come after me, I couldn't find a trike. So my presumption was he's dead. So since I had nothing on my ass, I decided, hey, now I can see how much kibble is. I like, wait, there's no kibble I can do, or any kibble I can attain. So I'm like, oh shit, I don't have any of that kibble. Well, that sucks. You can clearly. So I just sat there wondering my life choices. So I decided to jump down and then immediately get hit by a raptor, run for some reason into the direction of the Brontos while I lag and die. So I was suffering. No, I was suffering. And this is when I took my Trenodon that I so hardly try to find and get, and was not prepared to lose it. So this was something I was not prepared for. I was not ready for. It was something that I grabbed this shitty supply drops for some reason. Again, sorry for the bad frame rate. I don't know why. I was streaming this. Sometimes my internet stream. I don't know why I decided to sit right here. And then my dumbass is like, you know what? I'm gonna grab some polymer and grab some things, and I'll let them play out for you.
Press tab.
Alright, cool. We're in. Okay. So now we're here, right? That's the thing I got. Now you see these little. If you look really closely, you'll see there's like a little arrow, right, indicating which way it's going.
So I don't know why my dumbass thought, hey, I'm gonna stand exactly where the person, and then this guy shot this lightning bolt and killed my bird.
My cup, right? My handle. So I'm gonna come here and drag it up.
And then you can hear my cry of pain of me huffing. That was it. Then I got this Rex. This Rex, I barely had any narcotics or anything like that. I barely had any of that shit. And anytime he did this, I was wondering what he was doing. I didn't know he was blue, but I guess that was like a special kind of thing. I used every single arrow and I could. And I ran out of supply. I really wanted this Rick so bad. I didn't have enough supplies to be able to make enough narcotics. So I had to put brain and I had to freaking put shit together just to be able to get this guy. So it was great. And then I I had no more narcotics. I shot all of it and I just decided just to start hitting him with my bat, hoping for the best that I would hit him. I was not hitting him once. I had to keep on chasing him. Well, he did his clone a couple times, and I had to keep on hitting him. I did not want him to lose his torpor, so I was just putting everything into this bat. I was making sure, and then the Rex,
She's kind of. I'm sorry.
and then oh, I did it.
She's kind of. I'm sorry. She's kind of smooth when it comes. Right.
I'm very